Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Shapes.io. So today, I'm going to make sure that I actually connect up the output for the two new shapes that we just made in the last episode. As you see right now... Okay, so that is actually hooked up, so that should be all 5 shapes once we come over here and hook this up. So we'll just do a little bit of this. Hopefully everyone's doing well today. It's a different day than the last time I recorded. Trying to get used to keeping on a schedule for things, and obviously things are kind of weird right now, so I'm just doing things at random times, and I think some structure would be pretty good to have, but I was like, we'll get there eventually. I was like, it's just all part of the learning process. Much as the same type of learned skill of, talking to oneself and trying to keep talking without just being boring and repetitive. Yeah, you know what? We'll come like that, and there we go. Cool. So, what am I missing? Oh, it's just going to take a little bit to catch up, isn't it? Maybe? I think I connected every... Oh, no, wait, hold on. I need to connect this one right here. There we go. So now we'll have all of our first shapes being delivered, and I will wait and see how many we're actually delivering a minute of these once things kind of normalize out. Oh no. Gotta love hitting the wrong thing. We'll just... that, there you go. That was a that was a yikes moment right there. As per usual with me, just clumsy as always. Just as in real life, never ends in games either. But yeah, so now that that's kind of normalizing out, and it's like that's still a little bit at the lower end. Okay, so it's kind of going back and forth. Probably, you know what, it slowed down a little bit because I accidentally deleted things. But that's hopefully going to normalize out. Like I said, I love the graphs just because it does a good job of showing how everything comes together and actually like changes over time. Now obviously all of these are going to be flat just because I haven't really done much to change, so there's going to be like minimal bumps, but this one obviously you can see where I accidentally deleted stuff and lowered our production. But there you go. So now that we're doing about 1,000 a minute of all of those, that's only going to be another 15 minutes, so by the end of this episode we'll have our conveyor belts be at 10 times speed. So now let's move on to extraction. And we can go ahead and keep on going down the line over here. So first things first, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do that, and you know what, actually I'll just boost it with a couple more since we're going to be at times 10 speed soon. And we'll delete more things on accident. And we'll just belt these ones directly to our hub. And go from there. But yeah, so I think I'm going to do a little bit of work on this. Like I said, this is mainly just testing to see if the performance is actually dictated by the number of animations going on from like the conveyor belt. So if I minimize that, like I said, this should run faster. And if that's the case, then what I'm actually going to do is probably expand upon this a little bit and then might actually move into playing another one of these style games. I think I've mentioned it before, but Factory Town's a really good choice. Similar style. It was like obviously just going to be new stuff to learn, but definitely don't mind because I played a little bit of it in the past, but I haven't played it recently, obviously, since I've mainly been playing this. But it shouldn't be that bad of an experience. I remember enjoying it a lot the first time, so something else that I can sink a bunch of time into is not gonna bother me in the slightest. Like I said, because I'm just a big fan of these games in the first place, so there you go. The squares being delivered, and gotta let the graph update. Cool, so we're doing 1,000 of those now. So now we want top right circles, which we can pull from here, and we just need to do some cuts and rotations, and that'll be more than fine. So let's go, and we're gonna go ahead and have them belt out over here. Go like that. And move it on over to the right, which we can then rotate up, and there you go. So now we'll go and turn like that. As you can see right now, we've got less than 300 belts. Things are still going well. Now for granted, I haven't caught back up to the amount of shapes I was doing before, but like I said, we'll get there. So now that I got the circles, let's go ahead and do our good old splitting routine, where we're going to take that, we're going to cut it. Like I said, this is actually where the next level up would kind of come in handy, but like I said, we'll get there in due time. Maybe after we take a break from the game and see where things kind of go from there, or just figure it out, but we'll see. So I think right now what I need to do is we'll belt down like oh, you know what? Actually, let's take this. We need top right, so we'll rotate you twice. We'll come back over here. And we'll split like that. And then we can go over here. And actually, you know what? We can go ahead and turn it down. We'll rotate you like that. And then we can belt them over this way. Once I get the right one. Nope. There you go. We'll do that, and we'll get our output to come like that, and we'll bring you down. And we're gonna do the same setup. Actually, let's move all of this over one. I think we can have that in line with that. We'll bring this down. And I think we do it like this. We should have, because we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll be fine. Maybe. And there we go. wait, hold on. So this is the left side, this is the right side, so we just need to rotate you over to the right once. And go like that. We will merge them back together. And we'll split down like that. Grab you. Grab you. And then all we gotta do is just bring them on over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and move it on over a little bit more, so that way we don't have to worry about crossing the same straight lines as the other ones. So we'll do you, move like that, and there we go. And we'll need to just go around here. And keep on going. It's also just honestly fun to me to see how many of the just how many of these we'll actually end up having, because you know, it's like we're saving on belts, but we have to place a bunch of the tunnels that that end up just kind of being all over the place and only taking up like groups of 2, but go. There we go. Cool. Nice. And now we can see where this goes. Once it starts updating, and there you go. So we've got I love how we have actually like quite a bit just being made from only what one extractor, one cutter. Or sorry, one extractor feeding 2 cutters. Like, that's not bad. I think what we might do is just okay, yeah, so that's gone down a bit actually. So I think what we want to do is we'll cut that. No, wait. I am wrong. What we want to do is we want to just copy this. We'll move it like that. And we'll make sure that we grab this piece right here. That replaces that. And that'll make sure that that's like that. And we transport our top halves from up here. There we go. We should do that, and then we can do the same thing over here where we just copy ourselves some more of what we need here. And that's what I need to do is we'll move you over 1, I think, and then do that. And now, just from those, we have more than enough of the corners that we need. Like I said, I was like, luckily with this kind of setup, you don't really need as many producers because you can just cut so many. Because each regular circle is producing 4 corners. So Yeah, cool. As long as that stays fine for a consistent amount of time, it should be good, which I think it is because it's not shot up or down, so cool. So we can move on to the next one. Cyan Star, which we are stealing. Yeah, here we go. So we'll take, we need to combine blue and green along with the stars. So let's focus on our blue and green production and go from there. So like that, 4 and 8. And actually, we'll go ahead and have this facing this way, save ourselves an extra belt. And come on over here. We got blue. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just build from over here. And make sure we have our green just belted on over. And you know what, we can actually, this worked out pretty well, because we can just have it belted alongside over here. I'll just go like that, and there we go. And now we just need to do what we normally do, splitters into that. That can come up like this. This will go like that, and this can come onto the other side, that can come onto the other side. We'll make sure that we've got our white output node. That way, this can come like this, and we'll rotate down. Go ahead and carry through over here. And down here is where we'll start with the mixers. Or not the mixers, the painters. So what we need, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and just do 7 over here too. And what we'll do is we'll make sure that we modify this, so this is coming like that. And there we go. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Now we've got cyan dye being made, it's being pushed through. That'll come over here. We'll go ahead and use our source of full stars. Go like that. And go ahead and start belting these down. And there we go. Now we've got that upgraded. Oh! Huh. Does this mean that I only need this shape to make it faster? If that's the case, then I can just start getting rid of a lot of stuff. Huh. Okay. Well, I was not expecting that. But... Huh. I actually am just kind of blown away. Okay, well, I guess that's something that we will be testing out here soon. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss for words. I was not expecting that to be the case, but I actually really like that, because if I want, I can just keep focusing on like certain tiers and I mean, what I might do is just try and get everything matched up to tier 6, and then I can delete everything and start over again. Which, if I had known that was the case, I probably wouldn't have started over my factory, but it is okay. And we'll go ahead and start carrying this supply over here. And keep on moving after I continue to misplace things. Go. I'll come down like this and go like that. There we go. So now I just need to, yeah, I'll need to keep doing this anyways because we're gonna have one more shape that we gotta produce over here, which is fine. So, and since I already have this set up like how I want it, I'll just copy you, and we'll start producing the stars like we want. And now we just belt these on back to the base. Yeah, so it's like, I'm assuming that means that maybe the speeds for everything will just upgrade ad infinitum, and it just requires increasingly complex shapes. If that's the case, I think that is really, really cool. Because like I said, I was not expecting to have it clear out the rest of the shapes once it reached like the end of the 5th tier, but you know, it's again a part of the learning experience with this is the longer you play, the more time you have to figure out new things. But so we'll keep on moving up over here. Like I said, I was like, this might completely change everything about the way that I handle doing stuff in the future. Because, like, I probably just no longer need to belt squares to the main belt, or to the main hub, which would mean I could then get rid of this production line. That opens up a slot for some other shape. Obviously, some of them are kind of being used forever, like the clipboard shape, which might be a good one to get back into making, just so that way we make sure that we'll have plenty to keep on copying and pasting. But alright, so let's go ahead and work on our final our 4th shape in the extraction tiers. So we'll pin you, that way we don't gotta keep looking. Now that we got that, I'm gonna need to combine all 3 again to give ourselves the white that we need. So we'll copy these 2 rows, and we'll just bring them on down over here. There we go. And we'll do another one of these. And actually, I forgot to check, so now our conveyor belts are doing 40 items a second. Or 20 items a second, sorry. Which would then mean I think our splitters go up to 40? Yeah. Huh. Yeah, again, if you have not taken the time to play this, I would recommend it, because this game is very well made. I really respect a lot of the decisions that the creator has made. I think they've done a really good job at just making this game as good as they possibly could. So if you haven't picked it up, like I said, I'm I haven't checked the price recently, but when I picked it up, it was, what, $5 for 99? And it's worth it because this game is just a nice, fun, casual experience with a lot of opportunity to kind of get more out of it. Obviously, it's a lot more of the how can I phrase this? You get out of it what you put in. If that makes sense. So you just, the more you want to play, the more work you want to do, the more you'll end up actually getting out of it. As I've probably demonstrated here, I've put quite a bit of time into this game. I've restarted multiple saves. I've done all sorts of stuff. So we'll try and there we go. But yeah, so like I said, I mean, I've tried all sorts of new things. I've been working on making things as good as I possibly can, and as time goes on, I just get like more and more interesting results. I learn more about the game, I end up doing more stuff, and so like I said, there we go. So we're making our cyan dye, so all we need to do now is just grab ourselves some red, which this is going to be our closest source. And even if you aren't interested in picking it up now, at least wishlist it. I know that helps creators out on Steam, which, you know, if you can, always try to do. It doesn't really require any effort on your part, and you know, this is someone's like livelihood. So, you know, helping them out when you can and doing things that is beneficial is always a nice bonus. Especially since there's so many different games that are always coming out on Steam. There's always new content that's being made by other people that, you know, supporting games that you genuinely want to succeed and you enjoy is always good. You can help clear out some of the negative stuff that you might end up seeing in other games that you know, people have released. It's like it's kind of our job as consumers to, you know, vote on what we actually want to see out in the game space, and I think this is truly unique, and I think it's a great concept for actually like creating something interesting and giving players the chance to actually like have, I'm trying to think of how to phrase it, but have some sort of like creative outlet. And like I said, it's a very unique game, and I think it is worth taking the time. Oops. Yeah. Just always remember to try and not mess up your entire production line like that, because now oh, I guess maybe if it pushes in the wrong stuff. Well, I don't know what happened there, but I'm just gonna try and ignore it and see if any problems arise later. Yeah, and like I've said before, I'd always be interested to see what stuff you end up creating. If you have anything you want to show off, anything you want to, you know, to generally just do and talk about, I was like, the comments are always open. I have my Twitter description in the, I have my Twitter link actually in the description, so if you want to talk about anything on there, you can at me. And yeah, There you go. Oh, wrong way. There you go. And now we can do another one of these numbers. And since we're doing that already, that's good. Just need to connect up that. There we go. And go ahead and belt this on down, because I know that we're going to need it for the next part when we find our proper shapes to actually change up. But let's go ahead and finish that up, and then I will call it an episode. Or at least just find where we can actually start producing it from, because we might have to resort to sticking with a half and then building it off up there. I feel like this is also my kind of luck with the randomly generated map, because it's like, oh yeah, you can... There's infinitely numbered generated shapes, and it's like, clearly the ones that are near the center are like your circle, your square, and then like the next rare one is the star, and then the rarest, I believe, seems to be that pinwheel. Because obviously, I was like, it's set up like that to tutorialize how everything actually starts to work. And then as you get further and further out, things get weirder and weirder looking. But yeah, so I think we're gonna just have to make our shapes. So, and you know what? Let's not even worry about building it down there. We can just start on up here. So, well, I guess I'm gonna need to belt stuff down there anyways, because it's gonna need to be dyed blue and then also combined with the white circles. But let's just go ahead and start over here so we can belt down the finished shape that we need. So yeah, I guess here's as good a place as any to start. So we'll split. We need to cut. Our left side is the side that we want to keep, so we can just trash the right side. And we'll then belt it on down over here. You can go like that. And then we'll combine onto one. And we can rinse and repeat. We'll go like that, and we'll just stick with those four. Oh no. Got used to doing the old way for so long. I was like, oh yeah, this is fine. Oh, that would be why. I don't have these facing the right direction. There we go. Because how are cutters working? So it's doing 4 items a second, and our belt support 20, so we should have just 5 of these, and that should be okay. There we go. So that should help keep that saturated, and we'll actually just do the same thing again right below it, so that way we can build up both halves of the shape. And we'll go like that. And we'll go you like that. And there we go. Cool. So now that we're doing that song and dance, we can take our outputs, go like that, about you down here, you down here, And what we'll start doing is rotating and combining them together. So I think what I'll need to do is 1, 2, and combine like that. And we'll have this go here like that. Turn you. And so our stackers do 2.66, so yeah. So we'll need to keep to that roughly. Alright, well now that it's 20, I'll just keep it to 6 to just keep on doing the 1,000 that we had been doing before. So merge you two, come up like this, this can go like that, merge, and we'll just cycle you to the other side. This can go like that, that can go like that, and we'll make sure that there you go. We'll copy that, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So now we're making the full shape, and we'll go ahead and belt on down over here. We'll grab some blue and start dyeing that. But now that I at least got that shape made, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you very much for watching. If you watched all the way through, leave a like down below. Let me know how you're enjoying the content. Leave a comment to let me know how you're feeling as well. And subscribe to follow me for when I release future content and see how this series evolves over time. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.